I just want to reach out to all of you. I walk around the crowd, you know that. Those that this is your first time or you haven't seen me walking around the crowd, I'm looking out for, new people. I'm looking out for...
Get on the mic, Brent.
Sorry. Looking out... Again, Okay, here we go. I can do my deep voice. Or I can do my really high voice. But just in terms of all of you that are here, we all are going through things. We're all coming to terms with what's going on. We're watching, as everyone has been talking about, what's happening at the legislature or not happening at the legislature, right? This is a global agenda, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Most of us know that.
Yes.
A lot of us are just waking up to COVID. COVID's just part of the global agenda.
Yep.
And we're all facing that.
Right.
I haven't seen my grandkids for some time.
We're with you, Brent. We love you, buddy. We're with you.
Usually I can get through this, right? For those of you that don't know, I'm also a cancer survivor. And I've got to tell you that the care that I went through in the last part of 2018, 2019 was unbelievable. But my boys all know that I probably wouldn't be here this year if it was this year that I had to go through all my surgeries. And the care that I saw from all the incredible nurses and doctors and surgeons that I had, I just don't understand what's happening right now. And it tears me up when I'm trying to talk to people that I know that are going through cancer and they haven't even had a full diagnosis yet. I know one fellow that I used to work with, just ran into him. He's been waiting a year. He hasn't even had his colonoscopy. So what the is going on? Why are the nurses coming forward? Why is the health professionals now coming forward and going, we're not happy with what's going on? What we're all being told, just like as Karen has been talking to you all about, that's just one part of this whole thing. You look at what's happening in our southern neighbor. Grab your popcorn, folks, because it's going to be a good couple of weeks.
Trust the plan. It's coming.
I have no idea what the plan is, but I'm just grabbing that popcorn and a bottle of wine, and I'm going to say,
Let the bodies.
let it happen.
Oh yeah, you got it, man.
Because somehow our good JT is connected with all the BS that's going on in the world.
That's right.
And it's no different than what's going on with the fellow that apparently we elected to run this province. He's connected with a lot of it. So anyone that thinks that he hasn't been part of the plan, wake up.
That's right, buddy. Woo!
So I wear a poppy, and that's because of my father. He was 60. Oh, geez. He was 16 years old when him and his buddy signed up for the Navy. He was on what they call a corvette. It was basically a plywood boat that was for coastal duty, and because Canada didn't have enough ships, they sent these guys out in a friggin' cork in the North Atlantic.
Wow.
Growing up, I saw pictures of the entire little boat all covered in ice, and they were trying to chip the guns up as the U-boats were coming up on them because there was so much ice. 16 years old. We're all here for a reason in this lifetime to do what we can. So I would like you to all look around as to who's here, who's beside you, and look at the diversity that we have in this group that shows up every Saturday. Because like my father and their generation, and they didn't speak much about what they went through, but this is our time. This is our time to fight for freedom.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo! And quite frankly, I don't really care how you do it. as long as you appreciate what we're up to, or what's going on and what they're up to, and what we have to do to change things.
Yes.
And this is just one part of that change. Everyone waking up, sharing their pain, and we all have some. So when I'm walking around the group, please reach out to me. If there's something you need, or you're on your own and your spouse or your other half is just in a different world than where you are, and you've been waking up and seeing what's going on, because it is hard. I've lost 2 of my sons through this because I'm the crazy one.
Yeah. Me too, Brent.
But I've run out of conspiracy theories because they've all come true. What's that all about? My youngest son, he said for 10 years, Dad, it's coming. I can see it. I'm like, And I worked in bureaucracy and stuff, right? So I always found a way of getting through stuff. And I said, I've survived 8 of the end of the world scenarios, like the alignment of the planets. The whole world's coming to an absolute end, right? Don't worry about it. We'll get through this one. After the first lockdown, within 4 days, he walked in the front door, and I was swearing. It was Trudeau this, and it was Kenny this, and I'm going, we're absolutely, and you know what I want to say. And he's standing at the door, and he's going, are you okay? I'm like, no! He goes, but I've been telling you this for 10 years. Well, I should have listened to you. And I was pretty open. Trust me, I was pretty open to stuff. But I just thought, with my perseverance and everything, we'd get through it. Folks, if we all don't come together, we're not going to get through this. And for what you all are doing by coming here every Saturday, it's incredible. I have lost so many people in my life. I can't even deal with people that I used to hike with. And I mean, we had some really good times together, right? You can't even talk to people anymore, right? A lot of us are going through it. A lot of us go through our week, and we come here and we get energized and we get a little bit of R&R, right? I'm not crazy when I come here. I wake up every day as if I'm in the Groundhog Day, living the night of the living dead, and looking at Invasion of the Body Snatchers, because everyone's going, he's not wearing a mask, right? Or COVID this or COVID that. And I appreciate, hey, because I met my own mortality, I have a different piece on this whole thing, right? I can look at things and go, I am not living my life in fear like I did with cancer. All right? And I hope none of you actually have to go through it. But we are going through something now. So you find whatever courage within you and whatever you have to do, and you fight for our freedom. And if there's some days that you just need it to reach out, I've connected with quite a few people, and I get the odd text and emails, and I do what I can. Because I've been through my own shit, okay? And I've when you face your own mortality, it changes your life. And you have a different outlook on things. And we can get through this. We absolutely can. Okay? So thank you very much. All the very best to you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Awesome.
Just one update. There was a wonderful lady that was injured last week. We certainly didn't expect any altercation. She's not here today. She's in kind of rough shape. But she'll be back with us. All right. So I'll be with Kyle on the march. I'll kind of be at the back end, and there'll be a few of us in vests because we got to all look after one another, and that's why I had you all look at as to who's around you, because these are your freedom fighters. Okay. And just like my father on that little plywood boat, there was only about 70 of them, and they were in the middle of the North Atlantic, and you never knew when a torpedo was going to come through and rip you apart. So just like what we ran into last week, we just never know. All right? Take care.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Brent. Huge round of applause for Brent. Thank you for everything you do, my friend. You're awesome. You are awesome. My friends, let me ask you a question. Is 2021 the year that humanity becomes free? Yeah! Will humanity become free? Yeah! Will you become free? Yeah! That's right. Do you accept the new normal? No! Will you ever accept the new normal? No! Will you ever accept your family growing up as slaves? No! Do you want the right to choose what's right for you and your family? Yeah! That's right. Once again, let's let them know loud and clear. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Our rights are not up for grabs. There is no debate. Period. There is no compromise. Your rights and your freedoms are innate in your being, and that's that. 2021 is the year that the shackles fall off humanity, and it's because of you guys. Thank you, guys.